Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube page. It's your boy Majid Eldin. If it is your first time watching me, please kindly click on the subscribe button and turn on post notification. So today I'm going to talk about the 5 signs that shows that it's only after you for sex. There are a lot of situations where a lot of ladies are confused in knowing if a man is actually in love with them or is only after them for sex. And for you to go through all this dilemma and lose concentration, I'm just going to tell you the signs that you need to check so that you know that this guy is only after you for sex. You know, just having sex with someone can sometimes be super fun, as long as both of you are on the same page in terms of this being a sexual relationship. Having no strings attached means you get your physical needs met without having any of the wreck or risks of a relationship. But since you are here, I'm guessing that you are looking for love and that you want to avoid a guy who just wants sex. Still, these men are out there, so knowing the signs that he just wants sex can save you a lot of heartache and headache. So the first thing you need to check, or the first sign that you need to check to know that this guy is only after you for sex, is he's extremely social and surrounds himself with a lot of women. So my ladies, the first sign is he's extremely social and surrounds himself with a lot of ladies when he's at parties or gatherings or any other occasions. Then he sees as a challenge to conquer, and that's not what you are looking for in a man. Because a man who is willing to commit and be in an actual relationship with you should live beyond at least some of the women he formerly was around if you see a guy in dating. Because when he is dating you, he may have his friends already, but there are a lot of times, a lot of occasions he goes, you always want to make sure that you are around him, but not the female friends and the lady friends or whatever friends he has around him. Some even call them besties and all that. But if you are the actual person he wants in his life and he wants a relationship with you, you always make sure you are around him. So women, assume that he is exhibiting one of these signs, then just know that it's after you for sex. So guys, the second thing is your best times are always sex related. You wonder, every time you are with this man, the only best time you've had or the memory you've had together is always when you were having sex. So when you think about all those things, it's like, oh gosh, what am I doing? It's like we don't have anything that we've done before. So all your best time is when you think about times you spent with this man. You think, wow, we really had a great time. But actually, the best times are always when, one, you've gone for a trip around the city. You visited a lot of restaurants in your city and you've explored a lot of museums together. And even you've done 1 or 2 rock climbing, visiting these higher mountains and this interesting nature reserves. But are you just having a great time in bed? If you are doing this, then just know that the relationship is just for sexual purposes, not a serious relationship. So another sign is when every conversation you are having turns into a sexual conversation. So a typical example is when you go like, boy, I'm tired today. Then you see, instead of he showing remarks and asking you, oh, what happened that you are tired? What did you do? Then he goes with this different conversation. Then just tell you, oh, tired from all the sex we had last night in your dreams, I guess. Then you go like, oh, I need to pick up an eggplant from the store. Then he still reply you with a cheeky answer, which goes like, you know what an eggplant looks like? All these are signs of he is not actually interested in the conversation you are trying to have with him, but you want to give, or you want to have a conversation that will lead to you demanding or asking for sex. So when all these are another signs that just show that he wants sex, and in every conversation that you guys are having, he wants that conversation to lead to sex. So every conversation seems to turn into something sexual for him. is incapable of having a text or talk that doesn't end up that way, then you should know that the guy is actually after you for sex, but not for a better relationship or for something to have with you in the future. So my ladies, open your eye, shine your eye, and know all the signs so that you save yourself from this unnecessary. Save yourself from all this stuff from a guy so that you know that he's actually after you for sex, not what you want. So the next thing I'm going to talk about is very interesting, and that one I'm sure you guys are going to love it. This sign is actually one sign that you don't want to like just neglect or ignore when you see it from a guy. So first of all, what time of the day do you think is exhibiting these signs? He just wants sex. I'm willing to bet that he tested you because he wanted sex with you. Did he ask about your day? A man who cares about you and wants to have something or wants to build a relationship with you will always ask about your well-being. A conversation with you will always be interesting because he knows who you are and what you add up to his life. It's not only about, hi, you look so beautiful, I like this about you, like trying to flirt with you just to change your mood into that direction. So my ladies, if a guy does all these kind of things and shows all these things to you by always testing you when he's ready to hook up with you, then you should know that it's actually in for sex, not a relationship. So my ladies, the last thing is, any date you've had with this guy is always at home. Have you asked yourself why all your dates are always at home? Why you always want to have this kind of so beautiful and so important date with you and always at your home or his home? It's because he knows after this nice date, what next are you going to do? And for him, what is in his head is that the next thing for us to do is for us to have sex. Because he craves for you anytime he sees or texts you, because he knows who you are to him in his life. So that's why any date you've had with him is always basically about you being either in his home or he's at your home and organizing every date with him. So if your guy has been doing all these things and he has been showing this kind of signs, just know that the guy who you are testing or talking to is actually after you for sex, not to have a future with you. This is the end of today's show. It's your boy Majid Eldin. If it is your first time watching me, kindly click on the subscribe button and turn on post notification. Thank you, and please don't forget to share the link of this video and comment below.